Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick and I'm a top author on TradingView with over 190k reputation points. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. This is the place to go for high quality free trading education. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight onto the charts. In this video, I will be speaking about BTC USD. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first I will be covering the technical aspect of this market, then we will move to the on-chain data, and by the end of the video, by using the combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities of the next potential move here on this pair. Now, starting first of all from the macro, what we can see is that the big movements here in this market have just been created. In fact, we can see how the retest of the previous cycle high has just happened. From here, exactly from here, all the previous bear market was developed. Then here, we had the halving, the market entered into a bull market. Then we had the bear market, which in my opinion, just ended here with the creation of this low, in which the market tested exactly the previous cycle high and is currently rejecting to the upside. Now, I do not expect the market to create new all-time highs before 2024. Only after 2024, so only after the next halving, only at that point I expect the market here to print new all-time highs. Now, if we zoom a little bit deeper here at what has been going on from a monthly perspective, we can notice how the structure that the market was creating exactly here has already been tested. This was previous monthly resistance, which the market broke to the upside with this candle here. At that point, we had the retest, which just happened, retesting this zone as previous weekly resistance turn support, and currently the market is rejecting it to the upside quite aggressively. Going down on the weekly time frame, what do we have? Now here on the weekly, I did speak about BTC USD last week and explained all the reasons for which I expected a move to the downside to go and hunt all the stop losses that were below this low. And then after the stop hunt, I expected a rejection to the upside. And that is in fact exactly what the market just did. The market went, hunted all the stop losses that were below this low with this wick, and then immediately rejected to the upside quite aggressively. And by the way, I will link in the description that previous analysis so you can go and check it out for more free education. Now, here on the weekly, we have to look closely because we can see that at this point, new structure has been created. We just got the break above this quite strong level of previous weekly resistance, which was again acting as resistance here. And as the market has now broken it to the upside, all that previous resistance is now turned support here. So what we could expect in a situation like this is a potential retest of this previous weekly resistance turn support before then getting a rejection to the upside. Going down on the daily time frame, what we can see is that this level of previous resistance turn support that we have identified here on the weekly is actually lining up perfectly with this red candle here, which is the daily previous resistance turn support. So if the market here will go and retest this area, we don't know if that will happen, but if we do get a retest of this area, from here, there is a very good probability of seeing a potential rejection to the upside, rejecting the previous weekly resistance turn support and also previous daily resistance turn support. Now, if we go and see what we have when it comes to the on-chain data, so how Bitcoins are moving on and off from exchanges, especially looking at the exchange reserves, what we can see here is that the black line is the price, the purple line, that is the amount of Bitcoins on exchanges. What we can see is that as the price was decreasing, so as this black line here was getting lower, the amount of Bitcoins on exchanges, so the purple line, was dropping even harder. What this indicates is that a massive amount of Bitcoins was getting bought and moved away from exchanges, possibly in cold storage. Now, this creates illiquidity because if Bitcoins get moved in cold storage, there is a lower probability that they are ready to be sold in the open market. So this creates illiquidity, so that if demand gets increased or if the amount of Bitcoins emitted into circulation gets cut in half, which is exactly what will happen with the next halving, at that point price should increase to accommodate for that new demand. So the fundamentals at the moment as well are quite strong. So if we do get a retest of this zone, how we could be approaching a potential rejection to the upside. Now, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily combined with the on-chain data, those are the best time frames from a directional perspective. However, when it comes to confirmations and entries, the best time frames are the intraday time frames, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what we could be doing is monitoring price action from an intraday perspective during this move to the downside, waiting for the market to shift from an intraday bearish market as we would have to an intraday bullish market. And if the market would shift from an intraday bearish to bullish market and provide to us one of our valid entries, at that point we could be looking for a potential rejection to the upside for the market to complete this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside. Now, if you want to learn more, you don't know what I'm speaking about when I say valid entries and this kind of things, I really suggest that you go and check out transparentfxtrading.com. Here, you have the possibility to gain access completely for free to the entire mentorship program, in which you have all the courses with all the rules of the strategies, and you also have the possibility to gain access to one-on-one private mentoring, the VIP market breakdowns with the Telegram signals, the CO2 data software, which is the one that we used precisely in this analysis, the trading station software, which puts together everything that you need as a trader all in one interface. And if you continue to scroll down, directly from this page, you will see that you have the possibility to get completely free access to the mentorship program and register your account. So I really suggest that you go and check it out at transparentfxtrading.com, and I will see you in it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button and comment below. It really does support the creation of more free analysis education and updates for all of you, and I will see you in my next breakdown.